Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I am so happy you could join me. So, today's new daily quest is to cast 30 red or green spells. Not too difficult at all. We have multiple options we can use here. Obviously, we could run our mono red, but we're not going to do that. I think we did that fairly recently. We could obviously do Gruul Dinosaurs, but again, not as recent, but I don't really want to do dinos today. No, we're going to do mono green. Nothing has changed with this deck since we last used it. Still a fairly heavy focus on eventually getting our heavy hitters out on the field. But other than that, most of our creatures are modified in some way, or will be. Beastcaller gains counters every time another creature enters. Evolving Adeptus gains oil counters as long as something with a higher power than it, higher power or higher toughness than it, enters the battlefield. It'll go up. That's mainly it. These all benefit from Kodama of the West Tree. Modified creatures you control have trample. So yeah, whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Another very nice way of getting land on the field to help get Defiler, Thrun, and Nissa out if you don't have the mana needed. Also a great way to continuously bolster Flourishing Bloom-Kin, which gains its power and toughness from the amount of lands you control. Very nice. With that, little explanation for those of you who have not seen the deck, we're going to give it a shot. Naturally, I make absolutely no promises on the quality of these matches, but hopefully we can have some fun. Not a bad start. Turn 1, Adaptive is always very nice, so we can start benefiting early. Our opponent going with a tapped land means I don't have to worry about much. We'll go ahead and go in with Flourishing Bloom-Kin. Ooh, Archdruid. Interesting choice. I'm actually going to do this first. I know, I'll take the poison counter. That's okay. And that's kind of what I expected. For those of you who don't understand, or who haven't seen my blue-green Simic Toxic deck, it revolves completely around Venerated Rot Priest. I have a feeling of the 6 cards in hand, they did not have another one. I was getting ready to get rid of it with Archdruid's Charm, which would have given me a poison counter because it's a spell that directly affects Rot Priest. That's okay. I'll take 1 versus however innumerable amount I would get later on. So yeah, I have done the same thing many times, where when I realized my Rot Priest was about to be destroyed, or it was destroyed, I decided to concede and not waste anyone else's time. So, I respect their decision, we take the win, and we move on to our next match. And again, that is my own assumption as to what their deck was. But I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty confident in that deduction. Either way, second match against Bulletproof. Not my preferred start. We have some heavy cost creatures here. Yes, we're running with a bit of a brick here at the moment. Of course, we can send out Beastcaller on our next turn. That'll be great. But it appears our opponent may be running either a mono-red or a red-black sacrifice. Running Epicure, is good for mono-red because of the easy damage it deals. What is that? Okay. Halo Hopper. Never heard of it. Fully expected, but there's not much else we can do. Probably played Archdruid's Charm next, using its first ability to search. Yeah, especially since they just keep getting rid of my stuff. If we pull another, we pulled another land, so I won't use the land aspect. I will, however, I'm gonna grab you. Though, to be honest, I don't think we're going to survive long enough to really make a difference. Especially since I'm actually going to send out my Defiler instead of the Cemetery Prowler. Mainly because I believe that, well, it doesn't matter. Because, yeah, it doesn't matter either way. I can't block all their stuff, and I only have 2 HP left, so... yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. Sure, you can stoke the flame me and just finish things off by doing that. You could do that. Okay. I mean, that's fine too. Unfortunately, about what I expected when our opening hand had a lot of higher cost creatures. I could have mulliganed, and I definitely should have when I first saw that hand. But I don't know, just went with it. Definitely don't do that. No, it's always better for this deck to start pulling your heavier cost cards later. Like this, I will mulligan. Because, I mean, yeah, I have stuff for turn 3. I have enough mana for them, but... no, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I feel like playing dangerously today. Yes, I feel like playing dangerously today. Don't be me. What do you do? Right. Okay, Deep Cavern Bat is a little annoying. I'm sure they'll take probably my Defiler, is what I would assume. Interesting. They took Nissa. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Honestly, I would have taken one of the 3 costs, seeing that my opponent had a lot of high cost cards. I would have taken one of their early casts, but that's my opinion. The sad thing is, with them running, I'm gonna guess mono black, there's not a whole lot I can do against them, because they're obviously going to have well, cut down wouldn't help them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have any other form of removal. Go for the throat, stuff like that. So won't be terribly surprised when Sentinel of the Nameless City is taken out right here. Yep. Long goodbye. And oh, they're actually playing black and red. I wonder if the red is more of a splash for them. Okay, Erebus Forge. Not bad. Good combo. Yeah, decent combo. At least for your first two. Drawing a lot of land today. But yes, unfortunately, you know, like I said, I decided to play dangerously, didn't mulligan, so I missed out on early, you know, turn 1, turn 2, stuff like that. Discard. I'm gonna go ahead and send out, do this, I'm gonna save the land. No, I'll go ahead and play that. I'll save the land for that. Their mono or black's easy removal of cards makes things a lot difficult. Not the outcome I had hoped for, but they played well. They played very well, I think. But with that, we're close enough to 15 minutes. We've played 3 matches. We're not quite halfway to completing the cast of 30 spells, but that's okay. We are going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please consider subscribing to stay up to date for whenever new content is posted. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.